Hey viewers, welcome to another episode of LoL Chaincast, and this is episode number 13 I believe. Today we are doing Malphite. Malphite is going to jungle for us, and he is here with Sona and Graves, and they are on TeamSpeak together. So for those of you who don't know how this works, hang on, let me get this guy. This is a weekly event. Every Wednesday I cast one game in this chain, and the next one is in this case chosen by the viewers, and well, the reason for it is chosen by the viewers, and I will explain that a little bit later. So today we are doing a Malphite game. The next one in this chain is the one who gets caught overextending the most, and I don't know how we're going to see that, but I'm going to try to keep track of all the kills. And then you can vote on, or maybe it's kind of obvious, and otherwise you can vote on who is overextending the most if you think I picked the wrong one. Anyway, that's the one that we're going to cast next week, and please leave a comment on what you think should be the criterion to select the next one. So normally I do something like the most kills, or the most assists, or the most kills plus assist, or something like that, the most minions. Maybe you want to have the one with the, well, most risky strategy, weirdest item, something like that. Anyway, it's all up to you. You can come up with whatever you want. Yeah, as long as it's kind of a quality that I can actually see in the game and not know beforehand. So because that is really important, it shouldn't be obvious beforehand. So not like, yeah, I don't know, the first champion in the game, because then I already know who that's going to be. It can never be Malphite in this case. So if Malphite gets killed while turret diving over here, then he still is not the next champion, because that's the way it works. So it is one of the other 9 champions, which is plenty. I mean, we haven't had any duplicates yet, I believe, and of course at some point we will have a duplicate. And I think Graves was already on here. I think Rice was also already on here. I'm not actually sure about Rice. I'm sure about Graves though, and Olaf I'm not sure. Nessus I'm not sure. The rest, pretty sure they haven't been on here yet. Anyway, we started off with Gangplank a long time ago. It has been 12 weeks ago already. So yeah, that was my game. And that was a pretty pretty bad game on my part, but that was not really the point. It was to introduce this new series, and yeah, Malphite now, from wolves to blue, to raids to blue, to wolves, and going into red now. So currently we are, yeah, in all lanes we are kind of, yeah, holding our own, pushing a little bit in all of the lanes, and it seems that Olaf wants to make something out of this in the mid lane. And I think he's going to be successful here if Brand doesn't back off. But he is in fact going in, and how did that not... Hang on. That rune prism seemed to be very short, and I was wondering why it was so short. But yeah, he survived, so that's the important part. He has clarity actually. And Malphite coming in to check on this lane, but he can't really do anything because the lane is pushed. He can do something top lane though, but he is going into his wolves first, because, well, top lane can handle himself, and yeah, I really doesn't need a lot of help normally. But you need to gank this Nessus early and often to make sure that he doesn't build up a huge Q farm. So far he has 9 at 5 minutes in, so that's not too bad. Irelia, of course, really good at just holding her lane here. And the slow going off, and are they going to... Yeah, they're going to grab this kill, aren't they? Come on! Come on! There goes the slow! Is she going to Q him? No! Wow, come on! You need to take him out. And yeah, he's going to suicide in here. Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! That was a very nice escape. Well, not actually escape because he's still going to die, but... And why did she get focused? She killed him instantly, and the turret is not supposed to focus him. Or focus you if you kill someone immediately in one shot. But anyway, they do grab the kill. It's very unfortunate that he died for that, so the Malphite died for that, but yeah, Irelia ended up with the red buff, so that's still good. And Bros Before Hose gets a kill here. Yeah, Brand has been overextending all game, so I'm guessing he was overextending here as well. So no, not really overextending. It's just that he forgot that he was Brand and not some tanky champion. Of course, you need to stand behind your minions, as most, well, with most of the AP champions, until really late game. Because late game you can do pretty much whatever you want. You can kill pretty much whoever you want. And yeah, of course they can see Olaf here. Because there's a ward out. Ward out now by Nessus as well. And yeah, he is going to come back in lane. With that ward on his lane, Irelia also warding the lane, so this is going to be really hard to gank now. Well, everything is going to be really hard to gank, and I guess we're going to have to come up with something creative. And yeah, creative solutions are what this game needs. Well, this game in general, I mean, you need to be creative when you expect something to happen, and we see that all the time in the high level games. So we see junglers coming in to different paths, and it seems that Malphite got well, got caught there a little bit. Not really caught, just spotted. They saw him coming in, and he should know that they saw him. So that means he has to come up with something creative to, for example, come through the lane here, and then gank over here, or maybe over here. Anyway, yeah, you never know what's the best. Who's pinging all the time? They're not a dragon, dude. You should see from the time that it's probably going to be a blue donation there. And wow, this Irelia doing a lot of damage to this guy, who is coming back in, and oh, with that ultimate is going to land this kill. No? Oh man, this is going to be close. No matter who gets it, it's going to be close. And no, so far so good. Well, both of them are getting out of here. And I really can't snipe him anymore. Unless he comes in like this, and then he's going to die. Yes. Nicely done. Yeah, he was unkillable under the turret, and then he comes in anyway. I don't understand those kind of actions. I mean, you just escaped with virtually 0 life or health, and yeah, you get killed anyway. Nice ultimate to engage in this. Wow, this! Come on! Finally, that was really close to an escape, but. Yeah, Brand picking that up, no problem. So yeah, Malphite could have gone in a little bit more, but it's all good. So far nobody has overextended yet, so not really anyway. Except for the Malphite on that first kill, which was pretty much a tower dive at level 3 or something. And that is not really the way you want to play that. So Irina getting tagged up quite a bit here, and she only has that Philosopher's Stone. Yeah, she's a little bit behind on those items, and it seems that Malphite, yeah, who was doing well, a good job of damaging the enemy jungler, was in fact chased there by the bottom laners, and of course you don't want that. You want to make sure that that doesn't happen too often. So Brand picked up the kill, got the blue because of that, and therefore Malphite taking the blue was not a big deal. But I think he took the blue before that kill, and of course you need to give it to Ryze, sorry, to Brand, to Ryze as well, but Ryze doesn't need it in the late game because he builds a lot of cooldown reduction anyway, and he builds of course a lot of mana, so it doesn't really need the blue buff in the end. And Malphite can do some pretty good things with it. Brand flashing away from that was not really necessary, but then running straight back in, and I guess so far the most overextended, by the way, is this Nasus, because he came in at very low health, and even though it wasn't really overextending per se, so not mispositioning in the lane, the fact that he came in like that was pretty crazy, and he got caught for it. And you saw how crazy that was, because you know, as or when you're playing Irelia as Nasus, that or as anyone, that you shouldn't be there at that low health, because she can just dash to you and then slow you and pretty much own you like that. So a little bit of damage going off between the junglers, but Olaf not really up to his standards of high damage yet. So Malphite in the meantime just chillaxing in the jungle, coming in once every now and then to gank. Of course, he has been spending a lot of time in trying to, well, help people out, and he will probably be a little bit behind on the minions. 57, which is actually pretty high, versus 41. Wow. Well, it's 1 kill versus 0 kills. So I guess, yeah, gold-wise it's still pretty equal between the two. 26 versus 28. Yeah, it's not a big deal, because the 1 kill makes up for about 15 minions. And how did you not land that stun? Really? Okay. The ultimates from Ryze healing him up a little bit, but it's not going to be enough for him to stay in here, I would say. But Brand is really low as well, so it's not like he really has anything. Yeah, this is super risky. You can either go in to try to steal their blue, or you can just stay safe, and I think this is the wise choice, because you don't know if they're here just waiting for you. Because you expect them to be doing blue, but yeah, you never know. I mean, people have been doing crazier things in the past. And come on, are we going to get another kill here? This would be a very nice one. He is landing the slow, but it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, and he is just going to be fine. So in the meantime, yeah, there's a ping going down on the mid lane from the blue team, and oh wow, he actually got killed just by the Ryze. That was surprising. I didn't expect that. I expected the incoming what's his face to need some to provide some help, because yeah, that's normally what happens. So oh, man, doing a lot of damage there, but is he going to land this kill? Come on, Q. There we go. Yes, and he is going to walk out. Nobody close to him to do the damage, and immediately running back to that lane, because he knows there's nobody here. Then he gets caught by the enemy jungler, but that is not a big deal. Wow! How did he miss that? He missed his axe. Well, that probably would have killed him. Wow. But yeah, that damage was not a big deal, but he still had his axe up, and could have actually landed that kill pretty easily, but missed. He didn't throw it far enough. So the blue buff is back up, and because they took it really late last time, it's up really late now. So this blue buff will have already timed out by the time that Brand gets his. And since blue buff is a pretty big deal, you want to pick that up as quickly as possible. And Graves just missed two kills there on the minions. It's not a big deal, but if you keep missing minion kills, then obviously you're not going to get ahead very far. And as you can see, 95 versus 88 currently, so he's about 10 minions behind. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's still 2/3 of a kill, so it's about 200 gold. And although that may not be a huge deal, it is still enough of a deal to worry about it. And once again, this Nasus, yeah, at very low health. He probably still, or probably doesn't have his ultimate up, I wanted to say. But he is going to lifesteal all of that back. In the meantime, yeah, this bottom lane is in no chance of getting ganked, because there's a ward over here. So, no dice. So yeah, the Olaf coming in, he's going to try to steal this blue buff, which is going to be effective, obviously, because it's still up. Yeah, he noticed that there wasn't a blue on Brand, so it was probably up. And yeah, they know he's gone, but they apparently didn't realize that the blue was up. Man, losing the blue buff there. And that is a big deal. So 1 versus 2. Is his mid laner going to come up here? No, his mid laner is just chilling. Just not doing anything. He could have easily picked up this kill. Gotten his red buff at least. But yeah, it's not going to happen. And that is kind of sad. So Ryze already up to 2 of his first items, the Catalyst and the Tear of the Goddess. Of course, you want to start with those on Ryze because they provide a lot of mana, and the Catalyst provides a lot of sustain. It gives you additional mana and health whenever you level up, and of course it provides you with just extra HP. And his top lane, once again, yeah, harassment going off on both sides, but both of them have innate healing capabilities. So for this one, it's on one of the... no, it's this one. It's on the W. And for him, it's his innate ability. There you see 20% bonus lifesteal. That is a pretty big deal, especially when that Q farm is leveling up and up and up. 126 now. And that means, yeah, when he gets 1/5 of that, that is just a huge deal. So I don't know if Nasus actually saw him, because he kept running in instead of running back. And the slow going down, I don't think they're going to catch this, well, get this kill. No, they're not going to get this kill. In fact, I really have taken 2 tower shots for no good reason there. And yeah, they're just going to walk out. So mid lane is getting pushed. The red team seems stronger at the moment. They did get a dragon, so they are ahead in gold by about 1k. So for the rest, it's exactly equal. So it is just that one. They did get dragon, right? No, they didn't get dragon because they would have. It would have said, like, red team has slain the dragon, and it didn't. So okay, so they all they took was one blue buff, and then probably they are ahead somewhat in minions. It seems that Graves has come back from his deficit. He's at 125 to 121, so that's good. Yeah, jungler wise we're ahead as well, so I must be behind. No, it's the mid laner actually that's behind about 20 minions, and that is a big deal. Because 20 minions, yeah, that's over a kill. Yeah, that's 400 golds, and yeah, that makes up for some of this, but I don't know. I just can't seem to understand. Hang on, sorry. I don't understand where this 1k gold difference is coming from. If nobody is behind. He didn't even get an assist on that. He used 2 skills but didn't grab the assist. Yeah, he assumed that that Rice or Nasus would run back further, but yeah, an unassisted kill. That means that you're giving away, or well, not getting about 200 gold, well, 150 to 200, somewhere in between there. You're not getting that because you miss your ultimate. It's a big deal. That's a big deal. Maybe the enemies got more assists. No, that's not the case. It's 2 assists on both teams. I just don't understand. Maybe the gold items? That could be it. There are 2 gold items, 3 gold items in this team, and 2 on this team. No, that's, well, may make up for some of the difference. I don't know. I must miss something. It's all good. It doesn't really matter. Wow, and this bottom lane is pushing all the freaking time. He is standing right on top of a ward. Just has no clue that he is on top of a ward. And of course you need to keep track of that that blue buff. Because oh, he's going to run back into his jungle, and Luke is waiting for him. But yeah, Malphite's pretty tanky, so he shouldn't have too much trouble. But oh, Brand wanting to make something out of this. Was that an ultimate? I think so. Yeah. It didn't show, the animation didn't show. Pretty sure he landed that though. So they do trade 1 for 1, because Brand shouldn't have been there in the first place, but they are going to pick up this blue buff. Yeah, Olaf was a little bit too early on trying to steal that, but should have stuck with it. Should have well, go and do his raids and then come back for that, because that is of course an important thing to do. If you stole it the first time, try to steal it again the second time. So top lane is being pushed once again by this Nasus, and yeah, well, that's it. I mean, I just wiped out the minions and everything was well again. It yeah, really didn't matter too much, at least. And are we going for this dragon finally? No? No, we're not going for the dragon. We're just going for the red buff. So yeah, in the meantime, the bottom lane gets pushed a little bit by Kog'Maw. Well, not actually the minions, just the champions. And he is now working on the minions, but the minions are still equal. And Well, he is pushing that now, so he probably wants to go back. And he has the Matter's Blood Razor as a first item. That is crazy item to go first. Because it doesn't add a whole lot of damage. It adds in the best possible way. Well, this is 2000 health. It adds 4% of that. That's what, 80 damage? No, that can't be right. Well, it can be right, but it's probably not right. It is, though. Yeah. So it adds 80 damage. That's a pretty big deal. But yeah, you have to subtract the magic resist from that, and most of the people will have a decent magic resist. But actually, yeah, it's a really expensive item. So it's normally no good. It sells for 2600, and other items for 2600 around there. Seems that that Graves will have quite a bit of money. Yeah, he has 3400 gold stored up. He needs to spend that. And yes, they are going to grab a kill here after that dragon. And it didn't say that they killed the dragon, so it may actually be an older replay or something like that. So yeah, I'm still assuming that the enemy team had the dragon. So it's now 1 versus 1 in dragons, and yeah, this dude is doing a pretty good job of just harassing everywhere he can, and really nobody's going to stop him, not with the Soraka support, and that's exactly what he wants. Of course, he wants to not be stopped, and yeah, some damage going off, but he has to back off because they don't know who's there. They have no vision, no wards, and yeah, it's pretty painful if you have multiple champions here. Oh, is he going to get out? Wow, that was close, but they are going to get out. And Brand needs to get out there as well. And they're going to lose a turret here. Top turret does get destroyed though by Irelia. And is she going in? No, she's not going in for the full kill there. He may still have his ultimate. Oh, we can see that. Duh. He does have his ultimate. Irelia has her ultimate as well, but yeah, that one doesn't heal her for 300. And oh yeah, as I said, with their ultimate, she's just too strong. So they get a turret out of that, and yeah, Irelia completely forgetting that that ultimate existed or something like that, but that was pretty crazy. It adds what, 600 health now. 600 health is not something you can just take off of someone. Yeah, the dragon is down, so there's no real way for the enemies to get anything out of this. Well, they can go for Baron, but that's really risky. Even though it's not warded, but they of course don't know that. And wow, this Kog'Maw is doing so much damage there. That is crazy. So yeah, the Matter's Blood Razor may actually be a very decent item here after all, against his turret, against his team. And hang on, this is 26, so it's more expensive than the Bloodthirster, but I don't know how expensive the Bloodthirster is either. I wanted to compare it to the Infinity Edge, which also adds something like 80 damage, 85 I believe. Yeah, it could be, I don't know. We will see that soon enough, I'm sure. And wow, a nice ultimate, and they're going to grab 2 kills here. Come on, no, only 1 kill. Sorry, only the 1 kill, and they are going to grab a second one now. And enemy team really in no position to get any kills here. The Sona is the only one that's really low enough to get killed, but they need to back off here anyway because there's too much damage on the team to really push in further, unless you know what you're doing. And yeah, you cannot really know that in a well, it's not a solo queue, it's a trio queue, but yeah, you have to have some decent experience to know whether or not you can push. In this case they could have pushed, but it's safer not to. And that's exactly what we're seeing here, the safe option. So Brent gets another blue buff. And yeah, we pick up some minion camps with well, with Malphite and Graves, and Malphite's going for his red buff, I'm assuming, but he should give that to Graves. Graves should have picked that up anyway, but because Graves with red buff is really strong. Kog'Maw should pick that up as well. But yeah, Kog'Maw, that 4% is actually a lot more than I expected. Yeah, from 2000 that would be 22. So that's 88, yeah. Seems like a whole lot of damage. But yeah, it seems like a whole lot of damage because most of it will be denied by the fact that you have magic penetration instead of, or armor penetration instead of magic penetration. And here the 10% here is going to make a lot of difference. And especially if you combine that with, wow. If you combine that with something like in Wit's End. Because with the... If you're going for Matter's Blood Razor, you need to go for magic penetration. So you need to go for the Void Staff, as well as the magic penetration on your runes and masteries, instead of armor penetration. And that's why it's no good. It is a good item, but it's just no good for the purpose it was intended for. It was intended for tanky against tanky champions, but nowadays they just build magic resist, and that whole item is out of the game. If you build magic resist instead and armor instead of yeah, going for health, which people used to do, then yeah, the Blood Razor really doesn't do a whole lot. So we will see some health still on champions, of course. And that means that the Bloodthirster is going to do... sorry. Blood Razor is going to do more and more damage. So he's still not finished the Infinity Edge. And he is now going for that Zeal. But... yeah, the slow is not going to work, Nasus, if someone has that shield on him. I'm getting a free kill there. And yeah, of course Sona got killed, but they're going to pick up 3 kills and oh, come on! No! Brand, get out of there! Hang on, let's follow the bottom side of this team fight, because it seems that yeah, this guy is going to get killed as well. No, not this guy. That guy is going to get killed. And Malphite just has to run out. So he actually made it out, okay. And yeah, these two are really tanky. Of course, Rise is always tanky with his Banshee's Veil and the Glacial Shroud, or Frozen Heart, whatever he is at. And this guy, yeah, he's building kind of crappy items for him. Yeah, the Heart of Gold and the Philosopher's Stone are just there for the extra gold. Then he has a Giant's Belt, but really nothing tanky yet. But yeah, the Trinity Force is also really not necessary yet. You just normally buy Sheen and then go into something else. The whole Trinity Force is just way too expensive. So this is about the same price as this. Yeah, it's about the same price. So it will be something like Trinity Force is 4,000 gold. So this will be something like 3,800. No, a little bit less. 36, I guess. But still, it is yeah, it's a very costly item, and it doesn't add that much to your abilities. Because as Nasus, you need to be as tanky as possible, because you have two things that are important as Nasus. You have the 20% life steal, which actually levels up, so I'm sure it's more now. 0% life steal, excellent. It's not bugged at all. Let's see if I click him again. Nope, it doesn't matter. It's just bugged. Anyway, he gets lifesteal from that. Something like 20%. And you want to use that health in the best way possible. So you don't want extra health. Like this guy is building. What you want is you want armor and magic resist, so that the extra health you get is actually worth more. So you have to do, if you have 100 armor, people have to do 2 damage to get 1 health off of you. So you have to do 200 damage for 100 health points. And yeah, if you have that, so if you have that additional armor and magic resist, then the health you get from that lifesteal is going to be worth more and more and more. If on the other hand you just have extra health, then the health you get from the lifesteal is just worth the same. And in fact, percentage wise it's worth less, because you already have a whole lot of health. Anyway, yeah, I can see why people build this, by the way, the Warmock's armor, because it seems that way that you're really tanky. But in reality you're not, and you will get owned by something like Matter's Bloodrazor. And that's what it's made for. Well, of course, if you then buy a Negatron Cloak, all is forgiven. Because then, yeah, with these armor values and magic resist values, it's pretty hard to kill that. And wow, a 3 versus 1 here. Come on, guys. You need to be able to pick out this kill. No, they're not good. Not even getting close to that kill. And oh, Sona gets caught again, and she still has her ultimate up. Uses the ultimate, but that was way too late. Should have used that way earlier. And wow, just wow. The heal going down, or the slow going down, and oh, the Nasus picks up a kill. They need to pick up this Nasus kill. Come on, quick draw. Come on. Oh, he's going to give up the chase. Oh man. So this guy now has 327, so that's 109 minions he killed with that Q. That is pretty decent farm. Oh man. So Sona also very good at overextending, so maybe I should do a Sona game next. And Brand also, yeah, he got caught over here. But yeah, it's kind of hard for me to decide who is the worst overextender. But yeah, I'm going to have to make a decision in the end of the game anyway. And well, it can't be Malphite, so even though he has been turret diving all game, can't be Malphite. So let's see, the Sona coming in once again, and she is just lucky that there's no ward there for the enemy team. Is there a dragon? No, there's no dragon. So the gold is exactly equal. That is pretty nice. It means that that nobody really knows who's going to win yet. And yeah, that's excellent, because normally at about 20 minutes you know who's going to win, and now at 38 minutes it's still completely equal. So that is excellent. It seems that the enemy team wants to pressure this mid lane a little bit. And are they going? Yeah, they're going for this Baron here. And yeah, they couldn't see this back, well, the back ward just timed out. But yeah, these guys know where the enemies are. They have plenty of vision there. And come on, just ult in there. Oh, double stun going off. That is not good. Once again, Sona in the wrong position. But they are going to at least do some damage, but not enough, not nearly enough to pick up these kills. Olaf is going to die though, but yeah, 3 guys still alive, and Rampage for the for Nasus, and Nasus is so hard to kill by now. Man, yeah, this is no good. They have to run out, and is he going to manage to get away? Yes, with that oh no! Wow, how did he get killed? I did hear... Hang on. She didn't really have that. No. That was just a coincidence, I guess. Yeah, the ignite went down, but because Soraka picked up the kill, I assumed that she had the Soraka, but... Oh, she had the ignite, sorry. Yeah, but she didn't have the ignite. It obviously was Nasus with the ignite, and she just silenced or something like that. Maybe she even auto-attacked. Anyhow, the dragon is up, and Sona is going to face check this. No? Not this time. Come on, Sona. Steal it with the Q. Yes, you can do that against these guys. She could have definitely done that. Or at least attempted it. But yeah, she placed the ward and then didn't do anything with it. At least attempt the dragon steal. I mean, come on. Why else put a ward there? Just to see the nice animation of dragon who dies? Or I don't understand that. That's really MOA fire, man. Yeah, man, you need to place a ward to dragon when the enemy team is doing it. No, you don't have to place a ward there if you're not going to do anything. If you're going to attempt to steal it, then yes, you need vision on it. And come on, are we going to get the kill on someone? Oh, a nice ultimate there from the AD here. And wow, all kinds of damage going off on the red team this time. But also the blue team is pretty low. Brand is pretty low. And Sona surviving this time. And oh, Brand shouldn't be here. He should be in the back somewhere. And a really late ultimate from Nasus, apparently thinking that's just for the health. But it really isn't. So they got a full ace here. And they get a free Baron there. Surrender vote for the red team coming out. But it's 1 and 4. They're not going to give up. They are only very slightly behind in the kills. And they're not even that much. Well, they're not even behind on the gold. And oh, now they're 2k gold behind. Well, 1.7. But yeah, the gold items. They have one more gold item still, it seems. Oh, and we get kicked out of the game again. What the fuck? And we are back. Yeah, we're a little bit back in time, of course. Oh, sorry. There we go. And yeah, that's because I had to restart and blah blah. But well, the good thing about this spectator mode is that I can just select the time I want to be at. And I don't know what's causing this. Well, causing the game to kick me out because, well, real League of Legends doesn't do that. So it has something to do with the replay feature. And I don't know what it is. So anyhow, it's 25 to 23 with 2.6k gold well, advantage for the blue team. So they finally get an advantage that is well, significant. But then they lose a turret in the bottom lane. And that gives 750 gold to the enemies. Because they still can pick up these minions, and that is a big deal. So Brand has Void Staff now, which should help them deal with some of the tankiness on the enemy team. But especially this Nasus has a pretty big amount of magic resist. He has 220 magic resist, and that is due to Soraka having the Age of the Legion. And well, this guy has 150 when he's in range of that Soraka. So Soraka really needs to die first. 133 when he's in range, and this guy has 30 when he's not in range. So yeah, it's all a big deal. Of course, yeah, it really is a big deal when you have that Age of the Legion, and yeah, that really adds a lot of tankiness to your team, especially if they're building all kinds of health items. That is going to provide them with a lot of extra tankiness. Of course, if they're already building tanky items, it's not that useful, and you probably shouldn't buy it. So yeah, the problem is for the enemy team that their AD carry is really not doing that much AD damage. So he's doing all kinds of magic damage, and oh, very close to dying there, but he gets saved by Soraka. And Brand gets saved by Sona. Well, not actually saved because he wasn't going to die. But yeah, we are currently 4 versus 4. Well, 4 versus 3, I guess, because Ryze is in the top lane, and he is going to get engaged. No, she's not going to engage. Never mind. Never mind. Seems that she's waiting around a little bit until the enemy team has passed, and then she's coming in from the back. Okay, but that is no good unless she can snipe the Kog'Maw, and then it's over. If Kog'Maw gets killed at this point, it is pretty much over. But Sona gets killed once again. She has been in the wrong position all game, so the next game is going to be a Sona game. It has to be. I mean, that is just crazy. So yeah, lots of damage going off on both sides, but it seems that the tankiness on the blue team is just better than that on the red team. And because Soraka died early in this fight, yeah, she's not going to provide that extra tankiness to the team. And he is getting out of here. No, no, you're not getting out of here. I won't have it. Anyway, nicely played. And yeah, they're going to get a turret and an inhibitor. What's this Graves doing? Why is he running away? You have 20 seconds, man. You could have killed the Nexus turret. Probably two. So the inhibitor goes down, and no, 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 no! Get the turrets here! What the hell are you doing, Aurelia? Oh man. Oh, Malphite went for the right one, and then she's going to kill this one before they get in range. So they could have killed this one or these two easily, especially if Graves helped out. But Graves instead is going for a blue buff, and then is going to recall. So yeah, the Infinity Edge is the same price as the Blood Razor. The Infinity Edge adds 80 damage as well, but adds 25% critical strike to it. And this one adds, well, 120 attack damage, I guess. And 40% attack speed. So, still something to be said for that, as well as 25 armor. Yeah, it's just that you need magic penetration for that in the late game, because in the late game the damage is going to be halved at best, because against most champions it will actually be less than half. He had 213 armor. If that were to be magic resist, because some of them will have that in magic resist. It all depends, of course. This guy will take almost full damage. Yeah, this guy has 234 magic resist. You're going to do like 1/3 of your damage, even less than 1/3 of your damage, and yeah, that is no good. And of course, if you buy that Void Staff, then yeah, sure. If you're going AP Kog'Maw and you want to go for some attack speed, then it's a great item. If you go for Melody, then it's a great item. And wow, so much damage going off on the blue team here. They suffered 2 kills, and that's the 3rd one. And yeah, they are going to have to run out. Come on, just try to get some kills off, but nope, not going to manage. 1 kill for 5. Wow. So that was a really bad positioning. Morello's Evil Tome, Radman's Omen, all kinds of good pickups if they actually can use them. And this turret, yeah, it should have gone down earlier, but it's going to go down now. There we go. 2 red turrets and for 1 blue turret. And they're going to pick up this turret as well, I'm assuming. No, he's going to die here. Wow, he takes so much damage from those minions and that turret. And that's why you need armor. He has 120 armor. That's not enough to withstand turret fire. Then you can have all the HP in the world, you're still going to die. Especially to someone like Graves, or to just the minions and a turret. Yeah, the last Whisper here going to provide a lot of that armor penetration that he desperately needs. And this guy now at 240, 260 even magic resist with Soraka near him. Because Soraka provides you the consecration, her innate ability, as well as that Age of the Legion aura. And they are going for this this Baron. And come on, get that free kill! Excellent flash there by Soraka, but is it going to be enough? Yes, it is going to be enough. And yeah, they're just going to have to run back to the Baron, because they know there is no ward there. And Aurelia is going to check the bush once again. She just wants to make sure, and yeah, they are going for that. Brand going to hold off this enemy team, but he's not going to manage to do that for very long. Takes a lot of damage, an excellent ultimate there from Malphite. And they're going to go in. Come on, no, leave the Baron. This Sona, man, pissing me off. No, Sona's just every time she's in the wrong position, and this time she was in the correct position all the way in the back, but she was still attacking Baron. They are going to get this 1 kill, come on. So 2 kills now, 3 kills, and come on. Come on, get him. Oh man, Brand, dude. So, fortunately they do get an ace here. And yes, this should be GG. I mean, Sona on her own can pick off those that last bit, and she didn't use the red runes. Oh man, it's still up. So yeah, that's what I meant when I said that they're great items if you actually use them. But it seems that Sona did not remember to actually use that, and yeah, therefore they didn't get that extra bit of armor, which might have saved both of their teammates. But anyway, Well played, and our next champion is going to be Sona, because she was the one that overextended the most, in my opinion. If you have a different opinion, feel free to post it, but next game is still going to be Sona. Of course, Malphite doesn't count, because that first tower dive, man. Oh man. That made me laugh. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.